Good evening and welcome to Day 5 report of the Montana Poker Series. I'm your host, Wellness Thurston. Day 5 action will determine the fates of 16 people as of yet not projected to either advance or be eliminated. Heat 1 would see Mike Zanovka take on Madness Roth, Vandy Hermans, G. for Real, Ross, and Sean Altman. G. for Real would be the first eliminated, pushing all in with his king high straight. What he did not know was that Vandy flopped the ace high and was ace high straight and was drawing him in. He would be eliminated, earning 1 point in the second heat, and guaranteeing Madness Roth a semi-final berth. Sean Altman would be the next eliminated, pushing all in to top pair on the flop, where Vandy would call with 2 overcards and hit on the river to win, knocking him out in 4th place at 11 points. Sean is in danger of being eliminated. And this elimination would also mean that Vandy Hermans would also be guaranteed a semi-final seat. Vandy would be the next eliminated, getting into a horse race with Mike. Vandy's pocket sixes versus his Jack 10 and Jack on the flop, and the river would see Vandy out in 3rd place, which is enough to guarantee him a seat. The final elimination of the heat would come when Mike and Madness would get into a horse race. Madness's pocket nines versus Mike's ace king. Both an ace and a king would come up on the board by the turn, and the absence of a 9 to win or a queen to chop the pot would see Madness eliminated in second, and Mike take the win, settling with 30 points after his preliminary round. After getting a couple of complaints about the potential heads-up showdown in the makeup round that would automatically put G. for Real Ross into the semifinals just by showing up, the MPS director would be forced to serve notice that the makeup round would be cancelled if more players do not come forward on the enumerated compelling or substantive grounds. G. for Real Ross therefore could be eliminated by people just showing up to their heats. After Heat 1 of the day, 11 of the 20 playoff spots have been claimed. It is now down to the wire for Miles Market, who sits at 17 points, and Akira Lotus, who sits at 14. I have no choice but to watch the outcomes of the next 3 heats and hope that the points fall in just the right way to see them through. In Akira's case, however, that would require a substantial number of absences or a very interesting point layout. He too would see Ragin attempt to move up the ranks. Monica Carmona would be looking to seal the deal for a semi-final spot. Sean Altman would need to do at least 3rd place to stand a chance of advancing. Bunny Capellini is in a must-win situation if she is to hope to advance. And finally, FFS Kid, projected as eliminated while sitting at 0 points, is facing astronomically high odds against his qualifying. He would need to win and hope and pray everyone who has less than 10 points fails to breach that barrier. The absence of the mysterious 6th person would mean that everyone would earn a point, guaranteeing Moana's advancement to the semifinals. The crippling event before Bunny Capellini would come when FFS Kid would move all in with the nut flush draw on the flop and hit, cracking her pocket queens. This would leave her with just 70 chips to decide when to move all in before or when the big blind reaches her. Or she could wait until a small blind. She would wait until her big blind, where she would get a stunning 18 to 1 pot odds on the last 10 chips. Sean Moana would proceed to check it down, and Bunny would turn up the Queen Jack, which was no good against Moana's Paradise on the board from 2 pair. Bunny Capellini would be eliminated from the Montana Poker Series. Sean Altman pushed all in with 8-7 and would get a call from Ragin and Moana. They would check it down, and Ragin's Queen Jack would hit on the river to knock Sean out in 4th place, giving him the same fate as Akira. He would be projected to be eliminated, but not confirmed as of yet. FFS would push all in with King 7 offsuit and walk into Ragin's pocket 7s, resulting in his elimination in 3rd place and his elimination from the Montana Poker Series. This would set the showdown between Moana Carmona and Ragin Tornado, the 2 players who were guaranteed to advance the moment the heat started. The final hand of the heat would come in a horse race, with Moana's pocket 6s against Ragin's King Queen. 2 aces and 2 kings on the board would see Ragin make a full house and leave Moana out in 2nd place. At the end of the heat, a quick statistical and mathematical analysis of the standings would be done, and it would turn out that Miles Market is now guaranteed a seat in the semi-finals due to his preliminary heat victory, which would guarantee him at least a 19th place finish. Toxic Scissor would also be guaranteed to advance, primarily due to Heroes in AE, Bonus Thurston and Follow My Web all being in the same heat. This would mean only 2 of the 3 to possibly exceed the score, guaranteeing him at least a 20th place finish. This leaves 14 of the semi-final seats declared. 6 are still on the table for the taking. Who will claim them? How will the showdown between Hero, Follow My, and Villainous turn out? Who will claim the win? Will it be one of them, or will Toxic Scissor or Design Cicerone take them, further decreasing their chances? To answer that, let's go straight into Heat 3 action. As a note to the audience, according to statistics, Villainous will need a 2nd or better to advance to the semifinals. 3rd place might give him a 3-way tiebreaker. Follow My will need 2nd or better to guarantee at least a tiebreaker, and Hero would need 3rd place or better to guarantee at least a tiebreaker. Shine Cicerone would no-show another heat and therefore be mathematically eliminated from the Montana Poker Series. As a result of the minimum 3 points each for For each of Fallen My Heroes and Eddie and Villainous Thurston, Abram Bergman would also be eliminated from the Montana Poker Series. And of course, the no cards curse and no hands curse would follow Villainous into this one. Wedged between the player gunning for him and the donkey that would call anything, he would be unable to make a play at any pot. He would not be the first eliminated, however. Fallen My would hit a flush on the river and all in, walking into Hero's flopped full house. That would result in him being eliminated from the Montana Poker Series. The curse would continue for Villainous, and he would eventually be blinded out in third place. Hero would return out the winner of the heads-up showdown, ending the preliminaries with 20 points. This heat would have the effect of bringing the players with 14 points out of the projected elimination category, which happens to include Villainous Thurston. However, it all rides on the final heat of the day. If Maximum Veloz scores second and Kenzo scores first, there will likely be a playoff for the last remaining spot in the MPS semifinals. The MPS director would miss running the 10 PM heat, but would get a report. Card Kenzo would finish in 4th, Reich Longstaff in 3rd, Maximum Veloz in 2nd, and Tommy Taney in 1st. This would mean that Reich Longstaff, Maximum Veloz, and Tommy Taney all advanced to the semifinals, while Card Kenzo was eliminated. However, in a stunning turn of events, the cutoff would come at an all-time low of 14 points. There is a 3-way tie at the cutoff for the last 2 semifinal spots, meaning there will be a playoff between Akira Lotus, Sean Altman, and Villainous Thurston for the last 2 spots. Going to the point standings. To resolve the 3-way tie for 3rd with 24 points, the MPS director would use the finishes in order of finishes to determine that Garm would be ranked 3rd, Rage would be ranked 4th, and Slim Pippin would be ranked 5th. To resolve the tie for 6th place, the MPS director would use the order of finishes to determine that Cy Benelli would be ranked in 6th place and Tommy Taney in 7th. To resolve the 3-way tie for 8th place with 24 points, the MPS director would use the finishes and the order of finishes to determine that Toxic Scissor would be ranked 8th, Juana Carmona would be ranked 9th, and Madness Roth would be ranked 10th. Finally, to resolve the tie for 12th place with 1 win, the MPS director would use the finishes to determine that Heroes and Eddie would be ranked in 12th and Mel Newcomb would be ranked in 13th. 27 players know their end result of the preliminary heats. 3 players, Akira Lotus, Sean Altman, and Villainous Thurston, would not know theirs until they have their playoff. The winner will be placed in semifinal heat 2, where they would face Mike Zanovka, Juana Carmona, and Sunshine Kid. Second place in the tiebreaker would move on to face I Am Samayam, Madness Roth, and Vandy Hermans. Who among the 3 will advance, and where will they go? I'm Villainous Thurston, and I'll have a report for you by the end of the day.